Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. Today, the full transformation takes place to my Golf GTI with a full paint correction and ceramic coating. Once again, I'm teaming up today with Mike from Konings Detailing and also in today's video, a company called Nasiol. Now, recently on the channel, you would have seen Mike and I give this car a full decontamination wash. In fact, what I think to be its first proper wash in its lifetime. The wheels came off to get right into the arches and it came out, as you can see, pretty damn well, but there still is a lot of imperfections on the paintwork, which can only be resolved with a paint correction. In fact, off camera, after filming that video, Mike did give the car a full clay bath to get rid of any of the last decontamination on the paintwork. And now essentially, as the car sits right now, it's all ready for its makeover. So in fact, before we get cracking, I need to introduce you to Mike for those of you who didn't see the previous video, and also take a look at all the Nasiol products, which will be applied and used on this car today. Okay, we're back with Mike, back on the channel, my friend.
Hi,
in
guys.
the new unit, it's very, very bright in here, but very, very cool as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm very pleased with the results. There are still some finishing touches to be done.
Yep.
But yeah, overall it's a lovely place to work.
Pleasure to have my car, one of the first in it, really.
It is absolutely one of the first cars which you can very often see on the road. So
yeah, definitely.
It's really down to earth car. I tend to work on premium cars. However, now and again I do have cars like that we all use every day.
Yeah. You took some convincing, but yeah, well, I think it's going to be a good transformation, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. So, well, today is basically the big transformation of the car, really, the full paint correction and the ceramic coating. Of course, using all the Nasiol products, which I think we'll go through very shortly in a minute. Yeah, really, really exciting because we obviously did the full decontamination clean of the car. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that out. Yeah, well, give us a quick rundown of basically what we're going to be doing, basically.
That's right. So the Nasiol is a brand that has been well established, doesn't have very big presence in UK. However, they do have really good products. So I did try and test of all the products on the market, and we found a question. This product is outperforming every other product. It's a single stage product, it's brilliant, and is this what we are going to use today. The Nasiol is doing obviously a range of their products. The one which are relevant to our work is ceramic coating, is the Nasiol Clean, which is their degreaser you have to apply before application of ceramic coating. We are going to use a glass shield product which is designed for windscreen and exterior glass. And during the paint correction, I will be using their polishing compounds and finishing polish. So hopefully we'll see how well these products are
Lovely.
performing.
And obviously the first stage of this is the paint correction. So we'll be using those two first. And
Absolutely.
once the surface is all completely, well, ready for the coating, really, then
Absolutely.
we'll go into that.
I need to say the most important thing in application of ceramic coating is the preparation.
Yeah.
I think it's like whatever you do in life, it's all about the preparation. So the ceramic coating is designed to seal achieved finish, which is flawless without any scratches, lovely level of gloss. You apply the ceramic coating and you can enjoy this finish for years to come.
Kind of lock it in almost. Yeah.
Exactly that. So it does create very scratch resistant film on top of the existing clear coat. So it bonds to the existing clear coat, which is the lacquer, and it creates the, as I say, scratch resistant coating. And the good benefit of this as well is the hydrophobic property, so you can see the water just runs off.
That was what I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely, most of the people is that what they're looking for, and that's how they judge the quality of the coating. However, for us, for professionals, is all about how hard and how scratch resistant coating is. So additional benefit of it is hydrophobic, but also we need to make sure when you drive and there is a lorry approaching from the other side and you are pushed against the hedges, when you get out of the car, there's no scratches on the side of your car.
Brilliant.
So yeah, absolutely, we'll get going with the car. It will be rather advanced service. We will be doing a little bit of the wet sanding as well to remove some deeper scratches and rectify orange peel. So the plan will be to achieve the best possible finish.
Lovely. Awesome, we're really looking forward to it. And actually you may notice that there's a lot more products on here. These will be shown in a future video when we go on to the interior. So bits like the seat protection, and bits and bobs like that, the leather boost as well. So the interior of the car is going to have an overhaul as well. And this also, for those of you wondering, is the 3-year coating. We're going to go for the 5-year one. So yeah, brilliant. I think what we should do now, without further hesitation, is, well, get polishing really. Get those scratches gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple panels down, I feel like this is going to be very, very satisfying, what we're about to do. So you've done a little bit of a 50-50, got a bit of masking tape on here. Let's take this off. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I don't think you need me to tell you which is the before and which is the after. That is incredible. So you did a little bit of wet sanding on this, didn't you?
That's right, we have to do a little bit of wet sanding. There is a lot of very deep scratches, especially in this area. So we're looking to improve it as much as we can without compromising the thickness of the clear coat. So this is what you would normally expect by service of paint correction.
Yeah.
So this side is paint corrected, this is before correction.
That is incredible. I mean, yeah, you can just see just how scratched it is. And then as we go along, it basically all stops. That is absolutely incredible. You've done some more wet sanding over on this side.
That's right. So the next panel, it was a quarter panel, so we remove very deep scratches in this area.
Yeah.
Obviously the car will be degreased and the final stage of the hologramming will be done just before application of the coating. But obviously the level of the finish you can see now.
I mean, look at that.
What we achieved so far.
No scratches at all. It's like a mirror. Absolutely like a mirror. It's absolutely awesome.
And obviously bear in mind this is the inspection light, so without the inspection light there is no way you would be able to see any kind of the imperfections, where in fact there isn't any.
Yeah, that's amazing, absolutely amazing. So I think probably next thing to do is finish off the bumper, unless we leave it like that. Do you think we should leave it like that? A little bit of,
I think we should, yeah.
A little bit of character. That's
a little
so
bit of
cool.
patina.
Yeah.
Maybe with the light you can actually see the true results of the paint correction.
I mean, the colour looks so much deeper, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's almost grey here. Wow. Incredible. Lovely stuff.
Okay, let's do the other side. So we'll match.
We can match that. Lovely. Another 50-50, this time on the piano black, on the door edge. Look at that. Now what was that? There's a kind of a, like overspray or something on there.
Yeah,
actually
so
in
basically
parts,
there was a previous body work done. The little hazy mark you see there, that is actually overspray.
But it's just gone so dull over time. It just looks so deep now, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you are pleased.
Yeah, mate, I'm over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. I mean, just look at that. Look at the, look at the reflections, and that panel is not finished yet. So onto the front of the car now. Now, as you can probably see, there is an awful lot of stone chips up here. It has been repainted in the past, but still, since then, it's still got a lot of chips. We're gonna fix that somewhat.
That's right. So the idea is to improve it by using the sanding disc just to reduce that damage slightly and shine it up so it will look a lot better. Yeah. As you can see the tiny little almost like a dot. When I remove a little bit of the material, you can actually see these are getting a little bit smaller. And then when we polish it up, they will be a lot less visible.
So it's basically just taking a little bit off that outer edge, really, just making the tiny little bits of road rash just, well, disappear, really. Yep,
exactly that. So we're just removing a little bit of the top layer of the clear coat, just to.
I mean, there's no like real obvious stone chips. It is basically just road rash, really.
I mean, again, it's 13 years old car, so this is something you would normally expect to see on the car with a little bit higher mileage, which was 80,000?
Nearly 91 now, so
so that's exactly what you would see with the car, 90,000 miles on the clock.
Brilliant, lovely stuff. all looking good. So as you guys have seen so far, the car is looking absolutely phenomenal, but I've just popped back here just to give you guys a run through of all the parts which I've ordered to really make things look really, really tidy once the car is all complete. Of course, we have a new set of number plates. I believe the ones which are on it previously might have even been the original ones. Either way, they were very, very old and getting very tired. We've got some brake caliper paint because annoyingly, on one of the calipers, it's obviously been replaced somewhere down the line and basically was replaced with an unpainted caliper, but all of them have kind of faded. Typical red aged paint, it's kind of faded over time, so we're going to give a lick of paint to all 4 calipers. We have a new GTI badge for the front, basically because I think it's the G on the original one has basically just flaked off and is looking a little bit tired. Also a nice gloss black background on that basically just clips onto the grille, so that's all nice. We've got these are the wheel nut covers, so you can see kind of the moulding on the inside of them. Basically they just go over the wheel nuts, make it look nice and tidy. Some of them were missing on the original one, but the ones which were there were kind of corroded and kind of faded because I think some wheel acid or something was used at some point in its life, so we got a new set of those. And actually also in there we've got this little tool as well, this little metal thing there, which basically is like a little hook, which means that you can get them out when changing the tyres, for example. Along with that, we have a new set of centre caps. I've got one of them out of the bag here. These are going to look really, really smart well, the wheels are pretty nice anyway, so the centre caps at the moment are just a bit corroded, really, just on the edges. So with a new set of those, that is going to look awesome, really going to tidy things up. And then the final thing is actually these tiny little emblems, as you can see here, little VW emblems, which basically replace the one on the key. Now hopefully this is going to focus and show you, but it's basically just all worn off here on the emblem, and so these here are a load of replacements. So it's a little touches. Really excited to see how it's going, but those are all the parts. In fact, I might even do this now because quick and easy thing, get it all done, and yeah, one thing ticked off the list. So little key emblem done, arguably the easiest thing to be done in today's video. But anyway, let's have a little catch up with Mike because he's been working hard on the front of the car, which is looking absolutely amazing. So finished the bumper, I presume?
Absolutely. So the bumper is done,
yep.
The lights are finished, yep. So they all been refurbished, so now crystal clear,
looks
just
amazing.
the way they should look.
Yeah.
The grill has been redone because they do fade over the time and they don't look particularly good. So this has been done. And yeah, the next stage will be finish the other half of the bonnet, then we can put the car down and you can actually see the true result.
Awesome.
And yeah, starting to look good.
These lights are looking incredible. Literally like new. If you told me that you'd got new headlight units and put them in, I'd probably believe you, because I mean that is absolutely awesome. And obviously that faded grille is no more. It's all been redone. Look at that. Very cool. And actually, I've got a little present for you as well, in the form of the new badge to go on the front, which is here.
Wow, yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Oh, you can imagine that. It look like brand new car.
It even looks like a new grille as well, to be fair.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So we'll get that fitted a little bit later on. Still a fair old bit of polishing to do, or?
We're pretty much done. I think we just need to do the bonnet. The other side of the car, it just needs one wing to be done, and then we will just get the things ready for the application of ceramic coating.
Brilliant, lovely. And obviously we've taken the plate mount off just so you can get all around it. That'll be going back on.
Exactly that. So the whole idea of this piano black section, just to polish it as much as we can, so when the plate will come back on the front and will look like brand new. So that's the whole idea. With the plates around it, there was no access.
Yeah, there was almost like some limescale build up on the edge as well, wasn't there, I noticed?
Well, it is a limescale, and also you got the tiny little bit of the damage if you have a very close look, because how the bracket sits against the bumper, there is always a little bit of the movement. Obviously over the time it just the paint gets scratched. So it's not something you will ever see, because the race plate will cover it.
Looking awesome though so far. I mean, I can't get over those lights. It actually failed an MOT before because of they were clouding up, and it is a common fault with them, so definitely not going to be having any issues with that again, because look at that, like new. So polishing is now complete, and just have a look at this. It is looking like a completely different car, and still we're nowhere near being finished. Of course, plates off, Exhausts are still yet to be done. And also I need to get rid of this awful tint because look at it, it's all peeling off and there's actually a big hole in it right there. So yeah, that needs to go, but all done. That was a big old job, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's very satisfying. There's
Definitely.
nothing better than polishing the black cars.
Yeah.
It's such a rewarding. So as you can see, paint correction is done. We've restored the lights on the back and on the front. And now it's just a matter of degreasing. We'll use the Nasiol degreaser, which is alcohol-based product. And then we'll follow with the ceramic coating NL272.
Yep.
Obviously there is 48 hours curing time for the coating, so we'll apply the coating and within that 48 hours we'll take care of the wheels, calipers, windows inside, we'll take care of the exhaust pipes, and I think the car will be ready in the next 48 hours.
Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I suppose the main proportion of it's all done in terms of the paintwork, the polishing, the correction and everything.
Absolutely.
Just all the other bits like the wheels and things like that. Of course, still ignoring the interior, that will come in a completely separate video, but one which is going to be equally as satisfying, I think. So yeah, basically what we're going to do now then is coating on all of the painted sections, not including the wheels or the glass at this stage. Yeah, then well, paintwork will then be all protected and sealed and all lovely, basically.
Exactly that.
So tell us a little bit more about the coating actually, because I know obviously with what you do, you're applying it all the time.
That's right. So as I mentioned before, I did try a number of different brands, most of the leading brands. There is a number of coatings. However, the Nasiol, the beauty of that product is a single stage application, so it's pretty straightforward. Well, it's not the easiest product to work with, but I'm sure every professional detailer will be able to apply it without any issues. Single stage product, the hydrophobic properties are absolutely amazing. Nothing get even close to this product on the market. It's extremely scratch resistant, and it's just a lovely coating to work with.
Lovely.
And 5 years protection, which
it.
I have extremely good feedback from my customers, and everyone is actually really happy with the results.
Brilliant, well, that's great to hear. Lovely. All right then, well I guess we'll cut to some B-roll now of it all being applied and sorted. Let's do it. Okay, so the car is looking seriously good now that all the coatings are applied. 3 different coatings, is that correct? Yeah, for
That's
the
right. Yeah,
paint, glass
absolutely.
and wheels. So obviously we've done the NL272 5-year coating for the paint, and then we've got specific ones for the glass and wheels as well, right?
That's right, yeah. So the wheels have been coated with metal coat. This is the really easy to use, and this is coating you can use it at home yourself. You just spray on, wipe it off. It comes in the lovely box like that.
Yep.
Bottle like that, you spray it on, wipe it off. It lasts 6 months. Really easy.
Brilliant.
And has a lot of protection. The glass has been polished and coated with glass shield coating.
Yep.
It's like a water repellent with durability of up to 2 years.
Brilliant. Perfect.
In terms of the wheel arches, they've been detailed. The calipers have been repainted, and I've applied the hydrophobic coating to all the suspension parts.
Look at that. That looks awesome. And then obviously the trims as well.
Exactly that. So all the trim has been treated and restored.
Yep. Actually quite a lot of plastic trim on this, isn't there?
It is, absolutely.
All down the side, all on the back as well. All looking nice and, well, like a deep tone now, isn't it? It's just not as grey as what it was before.
Absolutely. In terms of the exhaust pipes, they were really badly corroded, so I know you are going to replace them, but I had to just tidy it up a little bit, so it looks a little bit more presentable. So it wasn't big focus on it, it's just a good clean, little bit of polish. I removed all the corrosion.
Yeah, they were really bad actually, obviously never been done.
Absolutely,
So
you can see the
it's
car
looking
is looking rather
absolutely awesome. Look at that. A couple of dents I need to get eased up, but I mean, in terms of the paint, it's looking absolutely awesome. And even the underside as well, wheel arches and everything. It just looks new. It genuinely looks new.
Yeah, I think we've done as much as we could. Well,
yeah.
Again, we could go a lot further, but the question is, where do you stop?
Exactly.
It's not a show car, you are going to use it every day, so the most important it was to restore it to the best possible condition and protect achieved finish with all the available coatings. Which is exactly what we've done.
Exactly that. No, it's looking absolutely insane. Just taking years off it. Awesome stuff. Wheels are going back on.
Obviously, tires, mate, they're
I know, they're awful, aren't they? There's a different brand on each corner. That's one thing I definitely need to do now, because the car looks lovely and then the tyres look awful.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I have a little bottle of water, so we can do a little water test on this. Check this out, because it's gonna basically fly straight off. Look at that. Now this car before, for those of you who watched the cleaning video, you'll know that there was no protection, no coating on it at all, so the water was basically just sticking to the paint. Now, nothing is sticking to that. And the reflection is also pretty cool as well. Oh, you've got the little airline as well. Look at that. Straight off. Actually, let's wander around as well. Have a little look at the bonnet. See that, because this is going to be pretty satisfying. Look at that. Just runs straight off. Awesome. All right, well, we'll get the wheels on, get it back on the ground, and then basically we'll have a finished car. As the water just drips all off. So the car is finally complete, and I must say it looks like a completely different car. It looks new. I mean, I'm going to overlay a ton of shots just to show you all the different details of this thing, but Mike has really pulled it out of the bag with this. It looks phenomenal. Now, even though this video may seem like it's just been in one day, this video has probably taken about a week to film. You may notice I'm wearing different clothes than what I was at the start of the video. It's been about a week's work, I reckon, and using the Nasiol stuff, the complete range on the exterior of the car, it looks out of this world. As I'm sure you agree, the car before was looking really tired, it had never been detailed, never really given a proper birthday, but now it looks like a 20,000 mile car. It really does. It looks unbelievable. So obviously we've got new badges, new center caps, even the new caps on where the wheel nuts go. The lights have had a complete restoration. The grills have been redone. Obviously the paint has been corrected. The wheel arches have been completely degreased, dressed, and brought back to life. The calipers have been repainted as well, because they were, well, one of them was actually missing part of the red paint, and on the others they were just looking a bit faded, typical old red paint. Of course, it's had the full 5-year ceramic coating to the windows and also to the wheels as well. It looks unbelievable, and I am so happy. Now, before we do end this video, there is actually another video which is going to be coming in this little mini series, which is of course going to be tackling the interior, because that has had no attention yet. So we need to have a proper video dedicated to that. And also the engine bay, we're going to combine that in. You may notice that has not had any work either, so that will be coming soon. But yeah, I honestly absolutely over the moon, and a big thank you goes to both Mike at Konings Detailing and also the guys over at Nasiol for making this project possible, because without them it wouldn't have obviously come to fruition. And obviously you can find all of their details down in the description down below for you guys to go check out. And yeah, I mean, if you want your car looking like this, then by all means, hit Mike up. He'll be using all the Nasiol stuff, and yeah, it will look like a completely different car. But I think that is going to wrap things up for me today. It's been a very tricky video to film, seeing as it's been basically filmed over a week. But yeah, over the moon, and stay tuned for the final video of the interior and the engine bay coming very soon. But yeah, like I said, that's going to wrap things up for me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.